Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron, like 171 or something like that. I don't know. Uh, YouTube's keeping track for me. But yeah, I put my tapper in. I'm gonna do a big long episode on it. I'm in love with it right now. It's got the root beer label on there. 11-12, I called it. I wanted it to sound old timey. Little curled mustache. So I drew this guy, just, a little temporary thing. Thought, yeah, put old timey. I'll draw a mustache. I left the monocle off. I thought it drove the point home. So I put it online, and my brother's girlfriend says, "Why is there a nutsack on the label?" And I went, I should have put the fucking monocle on there, right there. But I was worried I was getting a little too heavy on pilfering the Pringles guy. I wanted him to stand alone as general old timey, not a Pringles guy knockoff. So anyway, I put this on there a couple weeks ago, and here we are a few weeks later, 5 gallons of root beer gone, and I would like to pin more of it on my kid helping me than I can, but yeah, that's probably 95% me drinking that. That's fucking disgusting. But really, it's just 5 pounds of sugar. But compared to, I guess, some of the other stuff, it's not too terrible. But I was going to put a cola on there. But right now, what I've got in here, I ran the root beer out a couple days ago. So I still have what's left of the zombie mop water. If you really care, go back and watch a couple episodes ago. There's one named for it. But it's terrible beer that I made. I've made this a couple attempts at salvaging it. There's no saving it. It had a sorghum malt and rainwater accidentally, and it was just terrible. So I dumped it, about 14 of those guys, into the keg with a couple random ones floating around. Potosi Snake Hollow is like 90 something IBU, so I thought maybe that will kind of give it balance out this crap flavor. And I put in a couple of cans of there's a Potosi Tangerine IPA that I'm a big fan of, and that's I'm sure that's 65, 75 on the IBU scale, just a blind guess. But yeah, I thought maybe we'll get a couple more bitter beers in there, some little fruit flavor maybe. I put a couple of the fruit beers I made with my grandma's freezer fruit. I thought that would give it a little more. But no, it basically wound up just tasting like a slightly hoppier version of the same watered down lemon garbage it was. So that's what happened. I put it on tap. And, this wasn't very smart. Because now I gotta shut it off. And you can see, it's definitely got more color than the mop water, or the zombie mop water even. A little bit of the purple from that fruit. But still terrible. That's not as bad. Yeah, the lemons really died down in this one. But it's, yeah, still pretty terrible. So I'm going to try, I just filled a growler. Because now this is an experimental phase. We've reached the experimental phase. Which, I'm always in the experimental phase. That's all I do with this shit. I'm like, what happens if I do this to it? Make a note, write it down, do it. And so I thought, well, why not? Filled a growler with it. I have good growler caps. Seal. I know for a fact that they hold up for months, and you can actually carbonate right in the bottle with this. It'll hold. I know because of a past experiment. But anyway, so since I know it'll work, I sealed it up, and now I want to see if the carbonated batch through here will hold carbonation in there. So we'll see. We'll see. But for now, I'm mainly just trying to get this emptied out of there. I had about 4 of them yesterday, and growlers probably 3 beers. So yeah, 4 of those, 3 beers in there. Yeah, there's probably a good 6-pack left in there still. It's gonna be painful, but I want to get some soda back on there because that was amazing. I've got a Kolsch going in the garage, pushing 3 months. I was gonna throw that bad boy on next, and I thought, oh, what's the rush? It can sit for another month out there while I drink some cola. So that's what we're gonna do. So really, this experiment here isn't that terrible. I can taste just slightly the tangerine. Really helps mask the lemon, and yeah, there's enough bitter that it's not just overpoweringly sweet. So it's much less terrible. It was about a 9.7 on the terrible scale, my beer, when it started. Now I've taken basically all the beers off my shelf that I never wanted to drink, dumped them all into one batch. One stone, 2 dead birds, as they say. Another terrible phrase. That's one they're talking about trying to replace. PETA definitely is on that. And while I definitely not on board with all of PETA's over-the-top shenanigans, they do make good points every once and again. And there's no reason that we can't just lose that stupid-ass phrase and come up with something better. Yeah, they had suggestions, but I just really like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It just felt right. I mean, just the mental picture of throwing a stone. Poof, poof, like, got them all. Yeah. Like, that's great. So, yeah, I'm going to hate to lose that visualization. Oh, penis. Anywho, I should probably get this dog out. He's a little mop-top monkey fucker, and he needs to go outside. So, Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron. And his carpal tunnel. Signing off.